Well there, hi, and thanks for joining me on the Les Perras podcast. Today is episode 224. Yesterday, episode 223 was all about bicycles. Today, episode 224 is about scissors. Scissors. What do you know about scissors? They're pretty cool things. They cut paper. They're very useful. Well, I did a little bit of looking into scissors. Not very much, mind you, but I looked into them on the internet, and I found out they've been around for a couple thousand years. Like several thousand years. And the first scissors were kind of spring scissors. They were one giant long sheet of metal with two blades at either end, and then it was bent in half where the two blades would meet. And then you could cut with them. Nowadays we have scissors that are hinged. That means two separate pieces of metal, and they've got a hinge in the middle to hold them together. And you squeeze them to make the two blades come together and cut. Okay, so who invented these things? Nah, it doesn't really matter. It goes back a long ways. They were spread across lots of civilizations. They were in the Far East, they were in the West. Scissors are pretty much commonplace. Who's really good at making them? Well, the Chinese make the most today. They make more scissors than anybody else. But there's a guy in Japan who makes scissors, and his scissors are possibly some of the best in the world. And if they're not the best, they're certainly the most expensive that I could find. There's one pair of scissors he makes that's like $35,000. Oh my God. I'm happy with 100 yen scissors. They cut, they do what I want. So what do we use scissors for? Now, that's another question altogether. Scissors are used for everything. They're used for cutting paper, cutting wire, cutting wood. They can be used for cutting books and cutting fabric. But you can also use scissors for cutting food. That shocked me when I came to Japan. My wife pulled out some scissors and started cutting in the kitchen. That's a big no-no back in my home back when I was a child. My mom said, don't get the scissors in the food. So it was like, doesn't happen in the West. Although I have seen scissors in Italian kitchens. Pretty cool, huh? Well, that's about it for today for scissors. Tell me what you think about scissors. Well there, you've come to the end of another episode of the Les Perras podcast. Today, episode 224 was about scissors. Be sure to come again tomorrow and get more listening practice in episode 225, which is about date order.